Hello. I cut it off a little too early there.
It's okay.
I cut it off a bit too early. Hello, and welcome to the Penguins Collective Podcast live. My name is Louie,
My name is Josh,
and we are two brothers who love to talk about hockey.
especially the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Oh, we have an episode for you today. We have a giveaway. We have just talking Penguins. We have some updates. We have some plans for the rest of the summer until the season starts. So stay tuned. It's going to be a shorter episode. But Josh, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I kind of like how you were just like kind of looking at my cube from your perspective. Like you're like like we're in. I don't know if our viewers remember Hollywood Squares, right? Was that the game show?
Josh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't remember that game
Oh,
show?
like I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
look over there.
Yes.
Look over there. It's Josh.
Yeah, sorry.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm doing well. It's a bright, sunny day here in Northeast Pennsylvania. So
It's pretty
nothing
cloudy
much.
over here in Pittsburgh. It's pretty cloudy. It's not the greatest. I thought it was going to rain, but it didn't. So it's a chill day. It's a nice day.
Yeah. Hey.
One question, because around these parts, this little thing called college football is a big deal.
hmm
Okay. Is it college football season over there? A lot of people freaking out yet?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yesterday. Well, I don't know if you know. I don't know how much you follow college football, but Notre Dame Fighting Irish actually played in Ireland yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Did anyone care there?
Well, yeah, the Irish. There's a big Irish population here, and they love the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Yeah.
And they were all over that game. And then
Sure.
I think this upcoming Saturday is Penn State's first game. So huge Penn State alumni population up here as well.
Yeah.
They there's a bunch of fans for that. And then they do have a sprinkling of some Pitt Panther fans here as well. So
Yeah. So around these parts, and by these parts I mean literally Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a lot of Pitt University people.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, it's Pittsburgh. So a lot of people, live and die by the Panther way. And then there's some scattered West Virginia people.
Oh yeah, that's right, in your backyard.
College.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there are some Penn State people sprinkled in there. Me, a window into my world, not a big college football fan. Reason why? We can argue this, okay? These guys are college kids, okay? These are students. I don't know how you can watch football and then realize that the guy who just threw the football has a math test on Tuesday. I can't wrap my brain around it. I'm I can't root for him because he's probably struggling in math. How's his grades right now? That's what I want to know.
If the kids were smart and they were doing okay in class, is that something then you could root for them?
I want to root for straight A kids.
So you're like a Stanford fan.
Are they good? Are they smart?
Stanford football is usually pretty good.
All right, maybe. Yeah. Sure. I think it's so hard because I'm watching college football and they're like, man, this kid came from here, from this high school. And I'm like, it's so weird. He's a student, this kid is a kid, and I get it in the pros. It's he's making money for this now.
Yeah.
So we can judge him, but I feel weird judging kids who literally have a test next week.
But that's also why a lot of people prefer college football over the NFL.
Sure.
Because it's more so you're playing because you love the game as opposed to you're playing for a paycheck. So
I guess, but I guarantee you
with NIL, you can make the argument now that college football is playing for a paycheck. So,
which is weird enough, which is a whole paradox, Josh, that we are not going to unpack here on a hockey podcast. Because that's what we're here, Josh. We're here for the hockey.
Yes.
Not for college football, but I just
especially
wanted to ask,
the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Especially the Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh wait, wrong way. There you go. Pittsburgh Penguins. I got it. No, only because there are some people who have been getting ready for the college season here. The flags are going up around. People are doing crazy things to get ready for this upcoming college season. But Josh, our job is to get ready for this upcoming hockey season. And one of the ways that we celebrate getting ready for the new season, the 2023-2024 Pittsburgh Penguins hockey season, is a little giveaway with Shop Yins at Shop Yins or Yins brand, shopyins.com. That's 2 Z's. We've partnered up with them this season. We're going to have a lot more giveaways, but our first one that we had is an Erik Karlsson t-shirt. I wonder if I can pull this up, Joshua.
I mean, for the last couple episodes, you've been Johnny on the spot, pulling them up pretty quick. So
don't do that right now. Hold on.
Well,
all right, let's do this.
But in the meantime, while you're pulling it up, you already got it. Never mind.
Gosh, Johnny on the spot. This is the t-shirt that everyone has been wanting to get. I love this t-shirt. It looks really cool. So excited that Erik Karlsson is a Pittsburgh Penguin, and this is a way to celebrate it. You can walk around town looking like the coolest kid on the block with this brand new t-shirt. And we're really excited. Hold on. Okay. I got it. Look at this. We're still working out this stream, Josh. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, and if you don't win this giveaway, don't forget, please, we have a coupon code, TPC15, shopyins.com. Okay?
There it is.
So go there. If you don't win, you can still go buy this shirt, or you can buy this one.
Bet on us.
Yeah. Dubas.
Show it up
with
a little
his glasses.
More.
A little more? With the
little
glasses?
A little more?
And then you got you got the Yins on this arm. Perfect. It's perfect fit. It feels great. Nice 100% cotton. Can't be upset about it.
Can't be upset with 100% cotton. Can't be upset with 100% cotton. I just like the design. Bet on us. That's something Kyle Dubas said in his main press interview, I guess you want to call it. Press conference, where he said Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, Mike Sullivan, and Chris Letang. Kind of hard to bet against those guys. So bet on us. I love that t-shirt. You can get so many more cool t-shirts. Josh, some TPC merch coming on the way at shopyins.com. So if you guys want to rep this podcast, stay tuned. We have some cool merch coming out. I'm excited working with Taylor, getting some things up. Josh having an input on some designs. We have some cool things coming your way, so stay tuned there. But Josh, it's giveaway time. Let's not take away from the moment. This is a big deal. This is our first giveaway. This is a free t-shirt from Yins brand. You guys will love it. With that being said, a lot of you have entered. Only one will win. Let's see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warren David Y is the winner of the free Erik Karlsson t-shirt. Love to see it. Warren, congratulations. You won a free t-shirt.
Is his name Warren or David?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. David. Or wonder if that's his middle name.
Middle name.
Warren David Y being his last name.
Yeah, I think you're right.
David
you were right.
Being his first name, Y middle name, Warren last name?
I know. Go with your first gut instinct.
It's
Warren
Warren
his first
David.
name.
It's Warren David.
Yeah.
Or David Warren. Oh my gosh.
This individual.
This guy right here. Oh, this guy right here. Warren _ David _ Y. Congratulations on a brand new free Erik Karlsson t-shirt. We will ship that out to you immediately. We're going to DM you later today. And please respond with your shipping information, and we'll get that out to you as soon as possible. And with that being said, Josh.
Yeah,
That's it for our first giveaway. How does it feel? Does it feel like we're a real podcast?
I love it. I love this idea that you kind of brought to me at the beginning of the summer as an idea to, generate some excitement towards the start of the hockey season. I love it. And you're already cooking up some great ideas for our next giveaway. So, I mean, if you're not already following us and paying attention to us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Pens Collective, make
Right
sure you hop over there. We're going to be dropping some really awesome giveaways. Like this is a full-blown t-shirt, like for free.
For free.
Like, no catches. You're not going to be paying for shipping. There's nothing here. Like that's all it takes is just retweeting a post that we put out there. So why not just follow us? Because once we drop more, all you have to do is hit that retweet button.
That's right.
You don't have to worry about following us or maintaining with anything. You just boom, you hit that repost and you're automatically entered. It's that simple.
And I just want to say, I don't want to get the hype up, Josh.
I didn't want to. I was going to let you do it.
But the prizes are just going to get bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. We were talking. Now this isn't set in stone, but we were like, jerseys, Penguins tickets. What are we going to do? So we have some big surprises coming up in the season. Now, it's not just, oh, hey, it's the season. Get ready. Here's a free t-shirt. We're doing these like monthly. We're doing these.
We're going to try
constant. We're going to try to. Yeah. But we're really going to try to make sure that you guys are getting covered. And we worked with Yins because they have some really cool designs. We have some really cool designs coming up. We can't wait for you guys to be a part of that. So stay tuned. It's going to be a cool experience later down the road, getting closer to the season. We may have another giveaway ready to go. Maybe some more things in there. But stay tuned. I think it's going to be really fun. So congratulations to Warren_David_Y. We will DM you. And yeah, congratulations once again. So good job. Thank you so much for following us. And Josh, I think it's time for an ad break, don't you think?
I like it. We'll separate the episode a little bit. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Josh, I didn't know you were going to bring this up so early, so I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, so I apologize.
You're so good. You're so good. I just don't have it up in front of me, but that's A-okay. Give me like 4 seconds, and I will pull it up. Okay? Here we go. What is this, Josh? Hey, Josh.
Get it? Okay.
I got it. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready to go?
It's not like we're live or anything.
No, it's not like we're live, and it's not like we didn't talk about this prior. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go.
Take it away.
Josh, as a college football fan, are you ready for week 1? Are you?
I am so excited. Can't wait.
I love it. DraftKings Sportsbook is hooking you up with a can't-miss offer to start the season strong, Josh. This week, new customers can bet just $5 buckaroonies on college football and score $200 in bonus bets instantly. All right? Anything can happen in college football, right? Your team could be up 42-0 and then lose in overtime. Anything can happen. It could go from unranked to dynasty mode in just a couple of years, and change comes super fast. The only thing that's a lock is the great offers from DraftKings Sportsbook. Life's more fun when you're in on the action, Josh. All you got to do, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use the code THPN, and new customers can score $200 in bonus bets instantly. When they bet just $5 on college football, only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code THPN. Once again, THPN. For more information, go ahead and visit our description down below with all the info necessary.
Very good.
How was that book, Josh?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Got a couple pages in.
Yeah. Guys, we're gonna do ads so much better in the future. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
What do you think? I thought it was a good first read.
Good. Absolutely.
Live read?
Absolutely.
I think so.
We'll
All right,
keep
Josh,
them
let's talk
coming.
about hockey. What was that?
I said we'll keep them coming.
We'll keep them coming. We'll keep them coming, Josh.
Yeah.
But hey, if you're betting not only on college football but hockey upcoming, DraftKings Sportsbook, Josh, that's where it's at. I don't do betting personally. Maybe I should get involved because guess what? I can win instantly, Josh.
I dabble.
You dabble?
I dabble.
You dibble dabble in the sports bet world?
Yeah. I'm gonna lay the hammer, as they like to say, down on the Penguins making the playoffs. Just a little F.
Oh my gosh. How can you not? How can you not? So let's kind of transition into there. I saw on Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter, that there are some people who think that the Pittsburgh Penguins have the highest amount of pressure going into the season. Josh, do you concur with that statement?
It's tough because it sounds like a loaded question because, to be honest, I think the type of talent that we have on our team and the type of individuals that they are, that all they really do desire is to win, automatically put that pressure on themselves anyway. So
I understand that, but
I understand what you're trying to get at in terms of like outside pressure.
Correct.
Okay. And that's where I was alluding to, because I feel like Sidney Crosby, Malkin, maybe Letang, ignore that. Sullivan does a great job of ignoring all of that outside stuff. Make sure that it stays outside. Okay. So yes, there is pressure, but in terms of the outside pressure and listening to all the noise from all the, talking heads, as you and I are now into this realm of talking heads, I do believe that they will keep it outside and they are going to just stay focused and just kind of just handle their business. And there was actually something that I was thinking about this past week watching, NHL Network's 32 and 32. They were talking about the Penguins.
Yes.
I know we try to just solely focus on hockey here, but I love all the other sports as well. Yeah. I've started to think that the Penguins are essentially the Warriors in the NBA.
Josh, how dare you make that
assumption? Listen, hear me out.
Please don't hear me out.
We were really great. We had a great core.
Still do.
Crosby, Malkin, Letang. Okay?
Still do.
Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green.
Oh, boy.
And then who enters into the picture?
Kevin Durant,
Erik Karlsson. Now, now take comparisons aside. I'm not comparing talent or anything. I'm just, in terms of teams, you have a core nucleus, and then in comes a high-powered talent to that team. And all it does is make that high-powered offense more potent. And that's what I think Erik Karlsson is going to do. Okay. And I think if you are looking in terms of expectations, in terms of results, you look at the Golden State Warriors during the Kevin Durant era. Yeah. They had one championship in, I think, 3 years. But granted, Kevin Durant got hurt in one of those years. So I'm hoping that no one gets hurt. But, injuries are pretty much 100% in the NHL. That's the model that I'm looking at. And I don't know why it took me this long to to realize that comparison. But I mean, that's as dead on as I can find out there. I understand they're two different sports, but in just terms of talent already in place and then bringing in the additional talent, I'm just so confused. I understand the pressure, but I'm so confused at the lack of confidence in all these networks, because you look at Boston. I didn't see a lot of great additions. Sure, they added people because they lost people. I get that. That's the nature of the beast. And they're
Sure.
going to be a good team.
Sure.
New York Rangers. Okay. Great team. They lost some, I should say high profile names,
Yeah.
but they're still going to be a tough out. New Jersey Devils. They're on the rise with their youth. I get it. Carolina. They've been a staple. The Islanders. They, for some reason, always give us trouble.
Yeah.
I understand what's in front of us, but I just see on paper the amount of talent that we added as opposed to those other teams. And I understand, I don't know if Boston is actually in our division, but they're in our conference. Okay.
Yes.
And that's, essentially what you have to look at because they may be a playoff opponent. And I just don't see how we miss it. And these networks are saying that we're barely going to get in. We're going to be fighting for a wild card position. I just don't see that. And that's like,
that's what I was going to ask.
Frustrating.
So you're saying for sure, 100%, the Pittsburgh Penguins will be a playoff team. Where do we end up in the Metropolitan?
I would say we are second in our division.
So that's where it goes back to my original question.
Yeah.
Is there pressure? Outside pressure. Obviously, we know these guys are high-end athletes. They try to block that stuff out.
Yeah.
But for us stooges who look at the game of hockey and go, who has the most pressure this upcoming season? They said it was Pittsburgh Penguins to make the playoffs. I'm not saying to win the Stanley Cup. We're just saying, hey, for a team to be successful, I think it warrants a playoff position. Sure. I think that's a successful season. Really successful season is winning the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, and you can call me a homer all you want. Check the name of the show. It's the Penguins Collective, okay? Like, you're not – like, I don't care about the other teams,
that way,
quite frankly. But even going into this offseason, I mean, we talked about it off air, just texting. Like, I always said, Erik Karlsson, that'd be great, but, like, I don't want to give up too much for him. I'd rather just keep building around, Malkin and Crosby.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't have to give up much to get Erik Karlsson. So now, when already in the offseason, I was thinking we were going to be a playoff team. Now you just add Erik Karlsson and you get rid of some of the unwanted individuals that were there from the prior regime. I don't understand the negativity and the criticism behind it from all these other people. I get it. We missed the playoffs last year, not yesterday.
Yesterday.
It seems like yesterday. Last year. I get that. But also check the history. That was the first time in 16 years.
16 years.
It's not like we've been a bubble team for the last however many years.
No.
And I get it. We're older. But at the same time, go check the tape last year. Who was it that actually played their age? Jeff Carter, not Evgeny Malkin, not Sidney Crosby, not Chris Letang.
Yeah.
No one that's why I'm like so annoyed. Like that's why I'm so like heated right now, just because it's like
I know. This is the most passion I've seen from you in 2 seasons, which is why I'm letting it run.
It's just like it just I don't get it, because everyone will love on all these other teams for the talent that they have and the skill that they possess and the nucleus that they're building and the depth and whatever. But like, when you actually look at it, like, why are you writing off the greatest individuals?
Say it, Josh. Say it.
Fine. The greatest hockey player of all time. Why are you writing him off just because he's another year older? Another sports comparison. No one was writing off Tom Brady 3 years ago when he turned 38, 40
something. When he won the Super Bowl?
Yeah. No one wrote him off. Sure, they doubted him. That's different. Like, what? Like, why are we saying that the Penguins are barely going to make the playoffs? No one was saying Tampa was going to barely make the playoffs. No, they said they're going to run away with the division. Why? Because they have Tom Brady. So why aren't they saying that about Sydney? I
will say there is some. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care who you are, but the media likes to create a story, right? We talked about this last season where I told you the media, like ESPN and all that, was so intrigued with the Penguins playoff record. And then all of a sudden we don't make the playoffs. I was like, that's so weird how in the beginning of the season they hyped up Pittsburgh Penguins haven't missed the playoffs in 16 years. And then the year, of course, they talk about it. We missed the playoffs by a few points. Now look what they're doing again. You know, there was NHL who posted something about like, I don't know if it was the NHL, but it was something high-end media that wrote like, oh, it was a wedding picture. Okay. And it said, what table would you sit at? And it had cartoons of all NHL players.
That. Yeah.
Okay. You saw what I'm talking about on Twitter?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then they have the Penguins and the Avalanche sitting together, which good combination. And they have Sidney Crosby, gray hair. And I'm like, hold on. Time out. First of all, Sidney Crosby doesn't have gray hair. Okay, let's just put that out there. Second of all, why are you making him out to be so old?
Yeah.
When he almost scored 100 points last season. What, he ended with 92?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what he ended with.
I think it was 92. I think he ended with 92.
Ended with at least 1 point per game.
A point per game?
Yeah.
So you're telling me he is still top 5 in the NHL currently. I'm not saying that as a homer, as Josh would say. He's a top 5 center in the NHL. Sidney Crosby at the age of 38.
Let me find this. Someone did a like a poll. I think it was Jay Fresh Hockey.
Jay Fresh Hockey. Shout out.
If you don't follow him, he's a good follow.
He is a good follow. He is. Solid follow.
He was doing some polls about about who are the top 10 players at each position according to his fan poll. Okay.
Go ahead.
And you are correct. In terms of center, they have Crosby at 5, only behind McDavid, McKinnon, Draisaitl, and Austin Matthews.
Which at 38 years old,
yeah,
he is 38. Phenomenal. Wait, no, he's not 38. He's 36, 37.
I'm trying to do the quick math here.
1987.
It's 36.
36. I'm calling him 38. But still, as a 36-year-old, giving him gray hair in a graphic, you know, like, what is the media doing? All right. And all you see is these people who are saying, like, he's old. The Penguins core is old. How are they going to do it? And then you have some people that have sense saying, well, Crosby and Malkin were putting up major points last season. No one seems to talk about that. No one seems to talk about that. And if, you know, I'm sick and tired of people saying, comparing McDavid with Crosby and saying Crosby's nowhere near McDavid anymore. Well, guess what? McDavid has Draisaitl and hasn't won a cup yet. He's what, 23?
Draisaitl or McDavid?
McDavid. He's 23 years old?
He's older than 23. He's 26.
He's 26 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, for anyone listening, when did Crosby win his first Stanley Cup? When he was 21 years old. The youngest captain in NHL history. Don't tell me that there's no comparisons. McDavid has Draisaitl. They would say Crosby had Evgeny Malkin. He won at 21. McDavid has yet to come close to a Stanley Cup. Don't tell me the comparisons. Oh, he's the fastest player ever. He's the greatest player ever. Well, he hasn't won a cup yet.
And don't forget now that Austin Matthews just signed this huge mega deal with Toronto to stay in Toronto.
Yeah.
Like, you know, where's his cup at? You know,
where's his cup?
Here's the problem. You want to talk about pressure? I'm not only Toronto, but now Austin Matthews has the pressure.
He better win a cup in the next 4 years.
And he put it on himself too. When he tweeted it out that he was coming back, he pretty much said, "We're going for we're getting this cup."
But
and
you know what,
you're
Josh?
getting everyone all hyped up. But like
Here's
just
the
forgetting
problem
about
with
the constant greatness that is in the Eastern Conference.
it's just frustrating. It is, because you go and you look at McDavid, Austin Matthews. These guys are the best in the league, right? But they haven't won the cup. They haven't made it far in the playoffs. So why are we rooting for these guys? You know, comparison, like you said, to the Warriors. Say what you will about the Warriors, but they've won championships. Say what you will about Steph Curry, but if you needed a clutch three-pointer, who you going to?
Absolutely.
Say what you will about Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin, but the reason why Erik Karlsson kind of chose the Pittsburgh Penguins is because he's been in the league long enough to know, well, you can't bet. You can't write off Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
You can't write off the Pittsburgh Penguins. What did he say in his press conference? I wanted to go to a place that had a chance to win.
Yep.
So you're telling me Erik Karlsson is a dum-dum because the Penguins just didn't make the playoffs last year? No, what I'm saying is Erik Karlsson said, who should I go to? Oh, yeah, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the most dominant team currently. Look at our roster. Even our bottom six isn't that great, but our top six is an all-star team. Defense, all-star. How can you look at the Pittsburgh Penguins and not go, they're winning the cup this year? Now, I'm not saying this is I'm not saying I think the Penguins are going to win the cup this year. I don't think that at all. I think we're going to make the playoffs. I think we're going to make it past the first round. It's going to be a successful season. Kyle Dubas gets like a 14-year extension. And
on top of his 8-year contract,
on top of that, he's going to retire a Penguin. And what's going to happen is that we're all going to clap for Kyle Dubas and then acknowledge that this is the last years of Crosby, Malkin, Letang, and then focus around the future. I think that's what's going to happen. That's my prediction. I'm not saying we're going to win the cup, but here's a big old but for you. If you look at the Stanley Cup final and you can't picture the Penguins being there, you don't know hockey. I'm sorry. Like I said, a successful season for us this year is making it past the first round. I'm not saying we're going to win the cup, but I'm not an idiot to think that the Penguins can't make it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like, the Penguins could definitely make it even without Karlsson.
Yes.
My point is, with the addition of Karlsson, people have kind of, in the media, Spit and Chicklets, all these people have said, oh, the Penguins are contenders. Don't believe me? Go on their Twitter. Go on their podcast. They literally said the Penguins are not Stanley Cup contenders just because they got Erik Karlsson. But the problem with that statement is that we're Stanley Cup contenders even without Erik Karlsson. That's my point. They're looking at, oh, Austin Matthews resigned. Oh, Connor McDavid saying he's not going anywhere for a bit. Oh, they're Stanley Cup contenders? Where's the evidence? Because they're good? What's the evidence that the Oilers are going to win the cup? What's the evidence that Toronto is going to win the cup? Half of them can't make it past the second round. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oilers lost to the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas Golden Knights go on to win the Stanley Cup. They're not good enough to win the Stanley Cup. The Oilers are not. Even with McDavid, which tells you so much about Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin putting the Pittsburgh Penguins on their back and winning 09. Oh, don't forget about their first back-to-back in the salary cap era. Pittsburgh Penguins with a young group of guys. Oh, and guess who was the most scoring person on that team that year? Sidney Crosby. 17. Guess who it was again? Sidney Crosby. You guys gotta stop counting out the Pittsburgh Penguins. Remember where we were in December of 2016, last in the Eastern Conference. We were last. We fired our coach, Johnson. We brought up Mike Sullivan from Wilkes-Barre. And look what happened to the Pittsburgh Penguins. We won the cup. 17, we did it again just for giggles. We did it again just for giggles. I remember that offseason.
Could have done it in 18.
We could have done it in 18. If we beat the Capitals,
yeah,
And you honestly look at who the Capitals had to face in the Eastern Conference Finals and the Stanley Cup, Penguins would have beat them. Penguins would have beat them. The Capitals were just that good that year. And I'm giving props to Capitals. They beat us fair and square. But I'm just saying, if we beat the Capitals, three-peat. And I guarantee it.
And I think that's the start right there, I think, of the criticism. Because after 18, we failed to get out of the first round.
Of course.
And I think that's where everyone started just trying to find something. Oh, okay, they didn't make it out of the first round. Oh, it's because of their age. Oh, it's because of their bottom six. Oh, it's because of their goaltending. But like, here's the thing. That was old regime. Yeah. I'm betting on us, and I'm betting on Dubas. This guy, I was hesitant about him coming in. I know Penguins Twitter wanted him so badly when he was still technically hired by, employed by Toronto. Go look at our episode about potential general manager candidates. Yeah. I had Kyle Dubas on there, but he was not my choice.
No,
he was not, because I didn't think A, that Toronto was going to let him go, and then B, there was rumors that if he was going to be let go, that he was going to step away from hockey. So I didn't even think he was going to be in the running. However, apparently he knows hockey. Okay. That's why he has a job back in the significant role that he is in, president of hockey operations / general manager. Hogan. He knows this team can win. And there was one thing that we struggled with this entire offseason. I know you probably still struggle with it, was the re-signing of Tristan Jarry. Yeah. I am trying to get on board with it. I'm doing as much research as I can. I am falling back in love with Tristan Jarry. If you go look at his tape when he is healthy, not when he's playing hurt, when he is 100% healthy, he is a top goaltender in this league. I am not saying the top. You can say top 5, top 10, but he is no less than 10. And right now, unhealthy, which I think he is healthy now or whatever, but with the question mark of his health, if you go look at rankings of NHL goalies around the internet, he is in somewhere of the 17 to 22 ranking. And if you look at the individuals from 10 to 17, which are above Jarry, you put them up against him on each of their best days, I'm taking Jarry. Jarry on his healthiest, he's an over 900 save percentage. And he has like a ridiculous winning percentage as well. But the thing, and the goals against average is below 2.5. Okay? In this league, I get it. You need to stop the puck. But we also struggled to score. Mm-hmm. And I think that also got into Jarry's head, because Jarry was then relied upon to be the ultimate savior for us last year.
Sure.
Where it was, we can't score, so please help us win this, 1-0, 2-0 game here. But now we don't have to have him do that. So we just need Jarry to be somewhere at around 900 save percentage and somewhere around a 3 goal against average. I'm telling you, his skill level is top 10. He will help us get there. And I know he's the biggest question mark in a lot of people's minds.
Yeah.
I think he's going to change that question mark to an exclamation point by the end of the season.
I love that point. Can I just say, can we take a moment to say, what a journalistic last sentence. He's going to turn that question mark into an exclamation point by the end of the season.
Make that a t-shirt.
Make that a t-shirt. No, listen, I understand the argument for Tristan Jarry. I understand. I'll just say this. Tristan Jarry, when healthy, is a solid goaltender. The problem is, and luckily for Jarry, there weren't that many goaltenders to choose from. If there were, he'd not be a Penguin right now. And I think that is the big thing. Jari read the room, knew that there was not anyone here, and basically told Dubas, I will try my best. I will be healthy. I feel like I could do it, but you got no choice. Like,
skill-wise, he can do it.
And I'm not saying all we have, it's the same thing that my same argument for McDavid, Matthews, saying that they're in the running for the cup. Where's the evidence? It's the same thing with Jari. Jari saying he could do it. He could do it. He could do it. And I'm like, that's great. Where's the evidence? You only played one playoff game and you didn't look too hot in it. So my thing is, show me the evidence. I know your regular season is a good season. I know your playoff season. I don't know your playoff season. You've only played one playoff game. You aren't always healthy at the end of this season. We need to change that. Now, he shared a lot of responsibilities the last couple seasons with Casey DeSmith. Casey DeSmith came in and kind of helped him out a little bit. Are we going to see something similar? Does he want to play more? I don't know what the conversations behind the scenes are, but I'm rooting for Jari, mainly because he's a Pittsburgh Penguin. That's all. I want him to succeed because if he succeeds, we succeed. That's the reason why I'm rooting for him. But like what we established, Josh, he's on a short leash. He's on a short leash. So I'm rooting for him. I hope the question mark of Tristan Jarry becomes an exclamation point by the end of the season. I really do. Would love to see him succeed. What do I always say, Josh? If he's not a Vezina trophy winner, prove me wrong.
Yep.
Prove me wrong, bud. Yeah, I'm going to say no until you prove me wrong. But please prove me wrong. Go out there, get shutouts every single night. Love to see it. I'll start becoming a homer real soon. But
I'll send you the clips I was watching.
Okay. I believe you. I'm not saying he's a terrible goaltender. I'm just saying
no, I know.
I think he lucked out in the offseason because there were slim pickings.
But what I'm saying to that is we're going to luck out too. And that's going to look like a steal of a deal. And I think that's also why Dubas, even though we agree, short leash, that's why he did a long-term deal.
I hope. Let's just say I hope it turns out good. I hope he plays well. And I hope we win the Stanley Cup. And if Jari's the main goaltender during that run, love to see it. I'd love to see it. I'm not one to just say the guy is bad because he's bad. Mm-hmm. I want them to prove me wrong. Okay? And sometimes it works out. Sometimes it doesn't. Like Brian Dumoulin is a great example. I wanted him to prove me wrong. I was hard on him. And now it's time for him he moved on. Okay. Great. He didn't have it. He couldn't stay here in Pittsburgh. Jari, prove me wrong. All right. That'll do it for this episode. Josh, we got some things coming up. Coming up. I want to tell. Sorry for that hard stop, but we're running a little long.
Yeah, no, and, I know. I'm sorry.
It was a heated episode. It was a passionate episode. Yeah. Kyle Dubas, if you're watching, we're all for you, buddy. We're all for you. Tristan Jari, buddy, you're a question mark right now. Let's make it an exclamation point. Sidney Crosby, dude, we're always going to bet on you, my guy. You're a Stanley Cup winner in our hearts every single time you step out on the ice. Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews, show me the evidence of why you're going to win the Stanley Cup. Probably not going to make it past Sidney Crosby in the Stanley Cup. That's all I got to say there. And that's pretty much the episode, right? Spit and chicklets, you're wrong. All hockey media, dude, it's Sidney Crosby. What does that man have to do? A couple years ago, he was bouncing pucks off his stick. He's shooting with one hand, top shelf. What does he need to do? Backflip it into the goal? Would that help?
They're bored with him.
They're bored with him. So they're painting him with gray hair. They're making him old. They're writing him off. Old line mates who got traded away, didn't see old glory, is crapping on him now because of why? Because it's not popular to, Josh. It's not popular to root for the thing that's been consistent for the last 16 years. Whatever. I guess we'll have to prove you guys wrong. What's coming up for the Penguins Collective podcast? I'll let you guys know. We'll be consistent. by telling you that we don't have an episode next week. We do not have an episode next week. It's Labor Day. Enjoy the weekend. Have fun. Me and Josh got to do a fantasy draft on Saturday, but that has nothing to do with anything. I just want to throw that out there. No episode on Sunday, so enjoy your weekend. When we come back, it is still in the air. Either next Sunday, in 2 Sundays, the following Sunday, or the next one after that, we will be having a 2023-2024 Pittsburgh Penguins season preview. So as you guys know, if you've been following along for our entire existence, you know that we have a preview and then an end season recap. We're at that time, Josh. We're at that time. Hockey's coming up. Hockey is coming up, and we have that season preview. We're going to be giving you analytics. Josh, we're going to give you some strategies that we think would best help the Pittsburgh Penguins upcoming season. What?
I ain't got no strategies. I got projections.
He got projections. I got strategies. Give Sidney Crosby the puck. It's kind of like it's what is it? Kicking and screaming. Yeah. Give it to the Italians.
Give it to the Italians.
Give it to the Canadian, bud. Give it to the Canadian. He'll score. I guarantee it. Oh, now give it to the Swede on the power play. Give it to the Swede.
Like it.
Not the Swede you're thinking of. The other Swede. The one we just got.
Yeah.
Erik Karlsson. Not Marcus Pettersson. Marcus Pettersson can help out too. But that Swede. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry. Those are strategies that we're going to come up with. I think you're going to really benefit. It's going to be a real good one. We're also going to be tweeting during that time. So if anything comes up, you'll hear from us. You can follow us on Twitter or Josh. We have a YouTube now. Did you know that?
I did.
We stream live every Sunday, and we will stream live every game at Penn's. It's mirrored. It's mirrored.
You got
so
this.
At Penn's Collective, right here. You can go on YouTube, look that up. We stream live there, but we're also going to be putting up some videos as well. And Josh, we still have the podcast. We take audio from here and put it on Spotify. But where else can they find us?
Yeah. So like Louie said, once the audio is uploaded, you'll find us on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio. Are we on Audible? I think we're everywhere.
Audible, Amazon.
I forgot Amazon. We're on Amazon.
So
wherever you're listening, okay? If you're on Twitter right now, just make sure you're following us. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and like the video. Just a note for the YouTube watchers, if you're not watching this live and you want to come back and watch it, just so you know, it's not under the videos tab. You have to go under the live, and then you just click on the date of the episode, and then you watch it there. That was I was struggling with that. I wanted to watch our first episode and I couldn't find it. But so just make sure that you're subscribed, you like the video that you're watching. That helps us greatly. And then wherever you're listening to the audio, make sure you just leave us a review, rate us, like, subscribe, whatever they offer. It just goes a long way, and it allows us to keep doing these giveaways so that you guys can, keep getting some nice merch from us to you.
Oh, that was a hard stop.
Oh, sorry. Yep. I was giving it to
me. But no, guys, seriously, thank you so much for watching, for listening. I don't want you guys to think because we're doing this, we're ignoring the audio. We're not. We're just navigating through new waters right now. We're experiencing this restream thing that we're doing. We're trying to see if this is the best option for us. We want to be more engaged with you guys on X and on YouTube. So don't forget, hey, if you have a minute, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. It'd really mean a lot to us, so that way we can start doing some more fun things during the season. I know this is fun. We're doing this every single week, but we were also throwing around the creative table of maybe we should do live reaction during the games. watching it live. Like, is that something you guys be interested in? So we definitely want you guys to stay up to date. So go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. It'd mean the world to us. Thank you guys so much for entering in the giveaway. There'll be more very soon. And if you're watching this now, if you caught us late, Warren_David_Y has won the giveaway. Yay. So make sure to stay tuned. We'll be DMing you. But just because you didn't win this one doesn't mean you're not going to win the next one. So stay tuned for the next giveaway. And Josh, any last comments?
I apologize for my ranting.
No, that's
if you
Josh,
enjoyed it.
We love rants.
There we go. I'll try to keep bringing the energy. I'll say that.
Bring the rants, okay? Because I was talking to someone about the podcast, and they said they love the fact that we kind of go back and forth. But they said Josh doesn't really give his a lot of emotion.
Yeah, I'm a mild-mannered guy.
I know. And I know I'm the guy who stirs the pot sometimes. Yeah, maybe doesn't necessarily guy. No, maybe necessarily doesn't even always believe what I'm saying. But I like to stir the pot. I like to stir the pot more than I like to be right. So
100%.
Yeah, I think that's a fair take on me. Yep. So I'll say is Jar even good? Obviously I may not believe that fully.
Yeah, you temporarily put Mike Sullivan on the hot seat last season.
Okay, but to be fair, which temporarily, and I would like to say I'm a huge Mike Sullivan guy. Huge Mike Sullivan.
That's what I mean. That's why you don't really believe your takes sometimes.
I don't. Because see, I feel do you think Mark Madden feels that way sometimes? I feel like he has to, right? He says some wild things.
He does say some wild things.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying sometimes he throws. Skip Bayless is worse than Mark Madden.
100%.
Mark Madden, he's right in a lot of his ways, but sometimes his takes, I'm like, does he really believe that? Anyway,
let's hope.
Mark Madden, we love to have you on the episode. So
yeah, for real.
Dude, Mark Madden, I would love to have Mark Madden on there. He's so cool.
That'd be a good get.
That would be.
Are we? We're still live. We should wrap this up.
Yeah, we should. Sorry, we're just talking. This is what we do after the
little hint, little preview to see what we do after
we just talk what a good get. We would love to get Mark Madden. But yeah, guys, this episode's running way too long. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna get out of your hair. I gotta take my pregame nap. I got hockey tonight. Nice. Josh, you got children to take care of.
Yes.
I will see you later. Guys, thank you so much. Have a great Sunday. And Josh, as always,
let's go Pen.